I asked the top calisthenics athletes and business owners, including Chris Heria, how do you make your dream life from calisthenics? How do you make it your career and make money? We're gonna answer the questions you're probably thinking right now, which are probably the same questions I had before I built my own calisthenics business. Those are probably things like, do I need a massive following before I even get started? Can anyone do it? How do you make money? And lastly, if it's not about training and getting really high level skills, how do you get to that level where you make calisthenics your career and your dream life from it? I summarized the steps from each athlete explaining how to go from zero to building your dream life from calisthenics in 4 simple steps with 1 bonus step. Now here's Chris Heria to explain the first step.
The people that are passionate at what they do, they're always gonna have the upper hand. They're always gonna get the opportunities. You know, they're always gonna find the success faster than everybody else and always gonna have that edge because they're not looking at the clock. They're not doing this for a check. They're gonna be doing it whether it's, you know, they get paid or not. If you're in a field where you're passionate, you're gonna be getting all the success. You're gonna be getting all the opportunities. If you're just doing something for money, the people that are in that same exact position are gonna be blowing you out of the water. You're gonna be finding yourself always at the bottom, always struggling to succeed. Yeah. So at the end of the day, I'd rather be in something that I'm 100% passionate about. I'm gonna have an edge over everyone else that's just in that field for the money. For example, if you're trying to be a lawyer, but you're not passionate about law, people that are passionate about law are gonna smoke you, bro. 100%. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So anything that you're in, you gotta be passionate about it, and you're gonna find success. You're gonna find progress with ease, and when that happens, you double down on that.
Okay, and my next question is passion enough? So they're passionate, because I know a lot of people in calisthenics are passionate, but is that enough to kind of start making moves and start getting somewhere so that they can start doing more of what they love for like the rest of their life? Yeah, any advice?
It's definitely a part of the formula, but you definitely need something called dedication and discipline and consistency. The power of consistency is insane. You know, 1% every single day of progress, that's at least 100%, but it's also compounding, so it's more. It's like over 180%. Every single day, you may do a little bit more. Maybe you'll do 10%, maybe you'll do 5%, but as long as you're doing at least 1% every single day, you're taking steps towards your goal, and it's inevitable that eventually you will reach that goal. So whatever that may be, if you're a billionaire, if you're a millionaire, if you want to get a planche, if you want to just be a trainer, if you want to go like whatever it is in life, you know, if you're taking those small advancements forward, you're building a strong foundation. You're not skipping any steps. So if anything was to ever come back, was to ever fall, you can build it right back up again because you know every single step of the way.
Chris Heria, man, thank you for being here.
Yeah, that was an honor.
Thank you, bro. Yeah.
First of all, guys, I just had to say, meeting Chris Heria in person was just insane, mind-blowing, man. One of the guys that got me into calisthenics, I would not be here without Chris Heria, so it was just insane. And I never in my life thought I would be interviewing him, so just to show, like, guys, life is crazy. Thank you to you guys for supporting me, for even allowing me to be in that position to interview Chris Heria and give you this information. He was so down to earth and was so willing to be on the channel and give as much info as he can, so, you know, thanks again, Chris Heria. But anyway, on with the video. His main points summarized. Number 1, you have to love it. That is the first step to building your dream life from calisthenics. You have to love it, like a crazy amount, like I know a lot of you do. And during these points, I'm going to give my own experience because I have been there and done it and built my own calisthenics business. It's still growing, but I am full-time from a calisthenics background and a calisthenics basis as a calisthenics coach. So here is Jasi also agreeing with Chris Heria that you have to love it. You have to love calisthenics so much to even think about making it your career or making your dream life from calisthenics. And by the way, if you don't know, Jasi is a 2-time FIBA winner in the women's category in freestyle, and she's also won so many other competitions as well. She's a very high level athlete in calisthenics.
If you have a dream, if you have a goal, just chase it and one day it will be yours. Just manifest it with all of your heart and put all of your effort in this one thing that you want so much. If you have this, you have everything, you know? Yeah. So just put your mind to it and everything will be yours. Just, you have to think out of the box, you know? If you want to make a brand, you just have to think out of the box. If you want to be a calisthenics coach, you have to think out of the box. Everything should be out of the box, because if you want to be seen, you have to be different. If you want to be different, you have to think out of the box.
So the first step, I have to agree with Jasi and Chris that you have to love it. From my experience building my own calisthenics business, if I didn't love it, there's no way I could have gone through those hard nights of editing, even now, hard nights of making programs for people, DMing people constantly, all that stuff sometimes can get a bit full on, so you have to love it, and I love doing it. I love helping people learn the planche. It's my passion. I think it's pretty much what I was put on this earth to do, is to help people get stronger. And that brings us on to the second step on how to make your dream life from calisthenics, make it your career, and make money from calisthenics. I'm gonna have Simon Imhauser really explain this next step.
And financially as well, this sport is very eye-catching to look at. And I think that's why also social media has been working really well with this sport, athletes. So if you want to add or earn some extra bucks from it, it's definitely doable if you post on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, wherever it may be. My height was of course one thing that I've been using a lot. Sometimes I do something that's outstanding, and then I write my weight and stuff because it's a bit more unusual to be in my size. So that has helped me, and of course, even if you're not in my size, you can still perform very well.
So as Simon and Jasi mentioned, you have to think outside the box. That is the second step to making your dream life from calisthenics, making it your career, and making money. Think outside the box. If you're not doing something different or switching it up in some kind of way, you're gonna blend right in. No one's going to have a reason why they should go to you. This is why brands are so prominent and so big, is because they stand for something very specific and they mean something. So you're gonna have to think outside the box. You can't just blend in. Again, I resonate with this because I started YouTube, and obviously that's how I started my business, is sort of off YouTube, and I wasn't planning on that, it just sort of happened. But the reason why I started the whole channel was because, first of all, I had some time and I really wanted to do it just for fun. And the second reason was I felt like I could provide a different perspective. I felt like there were things people weren't saying online, or content people weren't making. I never heard stories about other athletes on how they got to a high level. I never heard some interviews with athletes that would just be so, interesting to hear from them for. So that's why I made the YouTube channel, is to finally get there, get those other perspectives, and to help people in a different way. Actually give useful advice that you're not hearing from other basic tutorials. So as you heard, Simon really likes social media. This is a key similarity throughout all the people I talk to, is that they really leverage social media in some kind of way. Everyone does it slightly differently, but they're all on social media and utilizing it to help either, people know about them, or to help their business, help them actually grow it. So social media is a big thing. And that brings us on to the next step in making calisthenics your career and building your dream life from calisthenics. Now, I'll let Jordan, the owner of SWUB, Street Workout Ultimate Battles, a competition in Spain, explain his side of the story on how to build a career from calisthenics.
Go to the bar, enjoy the moment, and you have the mind to, okay, let's create something for my community, not thinking about the whole world, you know? The first step, okay, let's create something to get big, my community, my city, my town, to get better competitions, to get a proper equipment.
So you had a big end goal to start that you were aiming for.
Try to find people that support you and share with you that same goal. That will be crazy to help you to grow and to jump to the next step.
Jordan, then, thank you very much.
I'm so sorry for my English, I try my best.
No, it's beautiful, it's beautiful. Thank you very much, man.
And also all of you guys are invited for the SWUB 6. See you in June in Madrid.
Yeah, come to SWUB.
As you just heard, he's really big on community, helping other people, getting other people connected together, helping his local calisthenics community, and creating something great in his own country. That was his kind of own personal take on it. Again, he was thinking outside the box for his own country. How can I provide my own twist on things? And that is the next step in building your dream life from calisthenics and making it your career and making money, which is building your community. Again, Jordan did this in person with his local community, actually getting people together. Okay, that was his way of doing it. But the other way of doing this, another form of community, is social media, your platform, your following. Okay, that's also a form of community. Here's Stan Browney and Arjen, the guy in the blue shirt from the YouTube channel Stan Browney, explaining their side of this.
You got to learn, like, the most important thing is we can all have a hobby, basically, really good at calisthenics, but you also got to make sure that people watch it if you want to make a living out of it. So you got to have a combination in doing what you love, calisthenics, and combining it with what people want to see. So if you want to make sure that, like, it's not football, it's not like football. So if you play a high team, you make an insane amount of money because you're really good. Calisthenics is not that level yet maybe in the future. But if you want to turn this into a living, do this full time, probably go to social media. Then you got to learn about what people really want to see and your skills and combine them and make sure you post original stuff, because a lot of people can throw one-arm planches in general, but they get 1,000 views on the videos and don't make a living out of it because they don't exactly know how to use those skills to make viral videos and to make people watch it. That would be my tip.
Yeah. And also I would say try to find a way to combine the viralness part of social media and the part you love, calisthenics. So for example, try to see trends that you can combine calisthenics with. Like you have the famous planche guy against the wall, just do push-ups against the wall, sort of illusion things that go viral as well. So if you see viral stuff online, try to think of a way to make that sort of calisthenics. So calisthenicify the trends, basically. Yeah. That's another great tip that we use actually as well. Because then you do what you like, but you also do what people like. Yeah.
And the final question was, what was one thing that really got you guys to level up and really took you to the next level?
What really got us to the next level, I think, is implementing what are we going to spend time on and what do people like and what do we like. So I always say you've got a box or a circle of stuff that you want to make, epic video ideas you think, I want to make this, and then a box of stuff that, oh, this will go viral, this will do well. Where do these circles overlap? That's the type of content you make. So you still make the content you love and you want to make, but you also have some chance or higher chance that it will go viral and do well.
So for them, getting more views and eyes on calisthenics and going viral is the best way they can make money and create their dream lives from calisthenics. And they've been able to do that pretty successfully. Also, shout out to these guys. Everyone was super nice. All the athletes were amazing, but these guys went, above and beyond with helping me with YouTube as well, just giving me some tips, and also just with this video specifically, giving as much information as I can. Shout out to you guys. The next calisthenics athlete also agreed with this step. That athlete is Viktor Kamenov. Here's what he had to say.
I'm first happy to see you, my man, here. Finally, we saw each other like maybe a year and a half ago. Yeah. Having a YouTube video interview, yeah, but...
Yeah, you've all seen the video, so yeah.
Yeah, so finally, we can meet each other. Bring value to the table, because it's all about this, just like you're doing in your YouTube, making those tutorials. People start knowing you and they follow you just because they can get value from you, yeah, and you can help them improve in their sport, yeah. Because it's not only about how strong you are, it's also about the personality and how you're talking to the people. When you're talking, it needs to be going directly to the people, to the people heads, not just talking, yeah. So build the strength, build the name, build the personality, and then after that, you see how much easier it will be.
Something that was really interesting from what Viktor Kamenov said was he reiterated something that Chris Heria said. It's not about how strong you are, how many high-level skills you can do. That doesn't determine how successful you will be creating your dream life, your career, making money from calisthenics. It's not about being the strongest. But instead what he said was it's about giving value, giving people something they either need, they want, something they're asking for. That is what is going to get you where you want to be, making a career out of calisthenics or creating your dream life from calisthenics. And the other thing is with coaching. There's still a need for calisthenics coaches. There's not a lot of credible ones out there that people can actually trust to learn high-level skills. And I know a lot of people, maybe some of you guys have had bad experiences with coaches or ebooks or something like that to do with training in calisthenics. So a lot of people don't have a lot of trust with online getting help. So if you're able to be that person, and again, I feel like I have kind of filled in that space a little bit, but still there's really not of people to go to. So again, if you guys need help, contact me, message me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram, because I'll also be able to help you. But yes, I can totally agree with this point that it's not just about being strong, it's more about giving value, giving people something they need. So far, to make a career from calisthenics or build your dream life from it, that you need to love it, an incredible amount. You need to make sure that this is what you want to continue doing, okay? And that's number one. You need to make sure that you think outside the box and then start building your community. Now I'm gonna let Daniel, Flefil and Malin explain the next step.
So I'm here with Malin, and I just wanted to ask, so do you have any advice for people that want to get into calisthenics want to do something they love, any advice for those people?
Well, first of all, you pronounced my name perfectly, and this is very rare if you're not from Sweden. So well done.
I'll take that.
In the beginning, you will work your ass off for free.
Yeah.
You need to work a lot for free, and eventually you will build your business and your community, and yeah, like you will try to get people to come to you for advice or for help or for whatever it might be.
Okay.
Yeah.
And any advice for just starting off that business, like any like habits they should do, or where can they start? Do you have anything like that?
I mean, first of all, social media. If you're not on social media, no one knows who you are.
You don't exist.
Yeah, you don't exist. So you need to have social media, and you need to be yourself. Social media. Start with that.
You will be in the business world in the end. You want to sell something or use your attention to push to something that gives you money in the end. But I think many people are afraid to sell because they feel, oh, I'm a sellout. I'm selling something that.
Yeah.
But it's like you can sell something that you're proud of. If you've created a course, took you 2 months, you know it will help. It helped. You try with 5 people, it helped them. Why wouldn't it help other people? But I think also with that showing yourself, and not only showing your skills, but showing who you are.
Your personality.
Yes, because that will, in the end, people will stick with that. A lot of athletes can do skills, right? Then we have few that are unique. Let's say Daniel Christoph, that sticking out. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah, there were 1%. Actually, probably less than 1%.
Yeah. So majority is not like that. Okay, if you know that you are not that person, wait, I can teach people. I'm good at communicating. Oh, you want to learn pull up? Go to a gym, become a personal trainer. You know, there's so many steps to it. And so I would say for calisthenics, find a way to do it business-wise instead of blaming that you should be earning from competitions or competition should pay you. But it's like, it doesn't work. So why are you trying to do that when it's not working? You will do it for free for a period because you need to try out the water. So keep your full-time job, whatever you have, and try this on the side.
Build your business from that idea that you thought outside the box from. Probably have started trying to build your community. Maybe you started on socials. So maybe you ask the people that you have, even if it's 50 people, 100 people, that's a lot. Ask them, what do you need? What's your issue right now? Actually talk to real people and figure out what's missing in their lives that really help, or you know, what kind of videos do they want? Whatever you're doing, whatever is your kind of forte and whatever it is you're good at, try and ask people what they need and try and fill that gap, then make the business around. That's exactly what I did. I trained people for free just so I knew my method works. And when I found, okay, it works for this person, it works for this person, it works for me, and it works for this person, I knew it was the correct method for training planche. And that's why I'm able to be so successful now on the scale I'm at and train so many more people, and you know, be confident in that I am doing the right thing, is because I started in those starting stages and started training people for free for just a testimonial and made sure that everything worked and everything was smooth. Now this last part of the video is arguably the most important part, so do make sure you listen to this part, and it's going to be given to you by Sun, Gohan and Baki.
My first advice would be to first keep your job, because calisthenics, it's nice. Wanted to be a full athlete, it's really great as well, but you don't really know what can happen tomorrow. So it's really important to keep your job first and to build step by step, you know, your incomes and your following and everything. But after that, what you can do is just focus on your training, focus also on your community and trying to build something very strong.
You can put your job, you know, in the pocket and continue your life, you know.
Like, secure the bag, you know.
As you heard from Baki, secure the bag. And lastly, of course, we have Saibov with the final advice.
What really impacted me in my journey is basically the people that I've been connected with. I believe that it wouldn't make any sense without people. I mean, I can bring a lot of athletes here, but if there is no support, there is nobody to actually enjoy that and share the good emotions, good vibes, it makes no sense. So I would say that for me, the best motivation that I get is the mirror motivation, because I might inspire you, but your progress based on my inspiration video or whatever inspires me even more. So it's like a non-stop process, and I get goosebumps just speaking about it. But I mean, it's people, man. It's people.
Really become a people person and build connections, because that's what's going to get you far in life. And then lastly, the second thing he said was it's all about self-development. This whole building your dream life from calisthenics, hey, it may not be possible for literally everyone, but if you do try and push yourself in this, you will grow as a person. You will learn things that you never thought you would. I know that's happened to me, and I'm just grateful to be here, honestly. And I'm just gonna keep making YouTube videos as long as I can until I die, and I'm gonna keep doing calisthenics until I die. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this helps some of you guys who are young, who are full of life, and that just want to make something from calisthenics that you enjoy. Because that's all I want. That's not even all I wanted. I just wanted to make you videos at the start, and then it just came into this. So I'm just so happy to be here and amazed I still talk to Chris Heria. That's still insane, and interviewed him. Thank you for being on the video, guys. Thank you for watching the video. But guys, that's it for now. So thank you for watching, and there'll be another video here. Click it to watch. Hope you enjoyed this one.